Okay, I think I'm live now. I'm trying StreamYard again here. Hold on, I gotta go over to Instagram and click go live. There we go. Okay, now I got Instagram going too. All right, sweet. Yeah, StreamYard has changed. I don't know if that cut my video when I switched. Uh, StreamYard changed, and now I can do vertical video streaming and horizontal. This is actually really cool. But I'm going to try to build my cluster or my case of things. If you're on the vertical, the horizontal is going to have more of it. But I just got to assemble it. So let's see. I just flew in a plane with it. And now we will see if I can actually build the whole thing, if all the parts made it. I think they did. This is my shell inside. 3D pieces, 3D printed parts for that. I got a battery that got shipped here. This is the key to figure out how tall I need this part of the stand. So we will see. This is a big battery. Okay. All right. Oh man, it's heavy. Okay. Got that on. I think it's just the charger for it. So I don't think I need this. No. This should be all charged up. Let's see. The goal here was this would fit right here. Oh, I measured it right. Look at that. You can't see it. It actually fits right between the feet perfectly. Okay. Oh man, that's so perfect. Now, what height do I want? I have 3 different heights of legs for it. So I don't think I need the super tall one. I'm gonna go with, if I go with the short one, I can't fit a switch in here. So I'm gonna try to go with the medium. And I think I'll be able to put my network switch right here on top of it. So it's kind of hidden. Actually, I could probably put the compute node right there. That'd be perfect. Okay. So we're going with the middle height. I'm not sure I'm this one here. I didn't mark them, so I don't know. Hey, what's up, Taylor? TSA. So I shipped the battery, the battery came from Amazon, and I shipped it to a coworker that was already here. So I didn't have to worry about the battery, which is the only thing that TSA cares about. The computers, I checked a bag, and so we checked a bag with a bunch of computers in it and 3D printed parts, of course. Okay, so it looks like these are going to be the right ones. I actually think I'll be able to fit that computer there, no problem. I got extra legs for that, and did I not? I don't think I have the right size stand. Oh, I do. Okay, so this is supposed to support it a little bit more. I think I might put it on the back here, because even in my tests when I was building it in my garage, the top was sagging by quite a bit, because this goes on, and there's a screen that mounts on the front, and that thing was holding it down. So yeah, Taylor, are you in Atlanta? I didn't ask. Okay, let's see. This needs to go on. All right. Okay. So that's on, and you can see here, it's going to support the middle a little bit. It's not a lot of support, but it does give me some. I got to find the rest of the parts. They're all in my bag. Let's see. And I split them up into little cubes just to make it easier. Let's see. So here's the front end, this is the front end and the Kubernetes control plane. Let's see. I think that'll slide right under here, and I might just zip tie or tape that down just so it stays there. Hey, Taylor, just come over to my room. Text me. I'm in the Omni too. You don't have to come over. It's fine. Okay, and that's going to be the top. But yeah, no, I'm in the Omni full. So maybe if I If I stomp really loud, you'll hear me. So that's the basics of the stack. This is going to sit on the front, and that's already looking pretty sweet. All the power comes out. Oh, that was actually one thing. Yeah, I can still route that around. It's going to be, it might be hidden behind the monitor a little bit, the power. We'll see. We'll see how this works. I didn't actually build the whole thing in my garage because I didn't have the batteries. So I didn't know exactly what it would look like. But that's part of the fun. There's my router. I had to get an extra. I'll explain the power in just a minute. Here's the power brick for the NVIDIA. The Spark. What is this? Is it Velcro and a bunch of adapters? Okay. I brought a bunch of extra cables, different lengths. Not sure which lengths I'm going to need. I wonder if both of these fit under here. Oh, they will. Okay, you can't really see that because the mount's in the way, but this is going to be really nice. The router sits on one half, and the other node sits right underneath that. That's perfect. That's going to be heavy. It's probably, I don't know. It might be about 10 pounds. So it's heavy enough. So far, so good. So far, it's holding up. I probably do want to zip tie that or Velcro this down somehow. I wonder how I'm going to do that. Again, haven't figured out the whole thing. I got screws for the monitor in the front. This sits here. I have it's a smart plug that I only brought because it gives me a power button on the side to disconnect all power to the Spark, because the Spark sometimes loses network, and I have not figured out why. It just occasionally, like, the network's gone. I'm not even in the vertical. Yeah, I need to pay attention because I'm not used to doing horizontal and vertical at the same time. But anyway, the Spark network for some reason just disappears occasionally. And the only way I found to get it back is to fully pull the power, and trying to reach into the backpack and yank the power is going to be annoying. So I just got this that gives me a button to cut power to it directly. So that's kind of the goal. I don't know if I should try to zip tie down the switch and this first, or if I should try to run networking. I'm going to stick this over here for now. Let's go ahead and screw on. No, I don't want to screw on a monitor yet. So the monitor needs just HDMI and USB. I got a bunch of adapters for 90-degree angles for things, just to make it so that there were things that I needed that didn't fit quite right. And a bunch of small network cables. I think these cables work great. They're super thin and tiny. I actually used them for my old cube. I only need 2 cables actually, because it's going to tether off of my phone. So I really only need, actually, will this route up to the top? This will reach the top, and this will reach the other one. So I just need the 2 tiniest ones. We'll plug in my network. It's going to get difficult to reach things really fast, but we will make it work. Okay, let's move this forward and plug it in here. Okay. Then network's there. I need to run power to this thing, and that's going to need probably a 90-degree angle power with USB-C cable. I'm going to do USB-A to C, because I think the front of this has 4 USB-A and 1 USB-C. And the USB-C I need to use for the IOTA because it draws more power. And so the USB-C, I think this one's power delivery, so it's going to give me a full, I want to say it's 30 or 40 watts. And then the other things are all going to be much less than that. And I have HDMI. Do I have 2 HDMI? Okay, I only brought one HDMI cable, so I'm making that work. Where's a short USB-C? Here we go. I'll throw those over there so I don't mix them up with the network cables. Okay, so this is going to route around. I can route it through here and into the front of the battery. If I was doing this for, other way. If I was doing this so I needed to troubleshoot it, I'd be labeling these somehow, but I didn't bring a labeler. It's fine. This needs to plug in. Okay, it can route and plug in here. Let's see if that actually turns on. Yeah, we got power on the board. You can't see it from there, but I got lights on the back for this board. I don't know where the power switch is for that. It's somewhere. Oh, there it is. Flip that around. Oh, and the router automatically turned on, so that's good. Reason I'm not using I'm using my iPad for the streaming, so I could use my phone for the tethering. Let's see if this. Actually, let's not turn it on yet. Let's get the other things plugged in. Oh man, that is super sticky. Okay, wait. I got some screws that are stuck. I have a clear Kubernetes logo that was left over from an old project that I'm probably going to just tape on the front of this thing. See how it works. Oh, I should probably do it this way. Yeah, that'll work better. I think I can flip the screen orientation in the menu. We'll see. Let's screw this in. I know I brought a screwdriver just for this. The GL iNet routers are amazing. I actually just bought another one for this. I have one that the first one that I bought doesn't seem to work anymore. It was a pretty old one. I bought it quite a while ago. But it also doesn't support some things that I liked. Just like it doesn't have a Tailscale app or anything like that. So the new one, there's one that's like $30 right now on Amazon. It also doesn't do Tailscale. So this one I think is like $60 that does Tailscale. But they have the other ones that are like full home routers basically. I just got the cheapest one that would do everything that I needed, which was basically I wanted Tailscale access so I could manage it if I needed to. What's up, Distorted Bob? Oh, thanks for letting us know. Where'd my HDMI go? There it is. Okay, so now I have HDMI to this, and this is going to route around the back. How does that go? Oh, you know what? That's why I brought a 90-degree HDMI, because that monitor doesn't face up. Well, that's about as high up as it's going to go. All right, let's find my HDMI out. Oh, it's actually on the front. Oh, shoot. I'm going to have to go through here. I could just plug it right in. I wonder if I should turn this thing around, the IOTA, because it seems like, yeah, power and network are on one side and HDMI is on the other side. Oh. Yours didn't have Tailscale, but you used set up to WireGuard. It's a home network and use that. Yeah, no, and that's like the WireGuard in it does work. I'm just super lazy now, and I use one of them as like a exit node. It goes an exit node through my tailnet, which I don't think you can do with generic WireGuard. So it was kind of nice to be able to have. Okay, wait. let me unplug. You can't see any of this, which is fine. You don't need to. This should turn on in a few seconds as soon as I get this computer turned around. I'm turning it around just so I can get the ports on the other side, because the cable lengths kind of line up with one and the other way. Okay, so network is going up front. As soon as I get this plugged in, oh, that's really short now. Now I need the longer network cable because it's on the other side of the computer. Okay, so I pull this out. Oh, I can't unplug the network unless I unplug the power because the power adapter goes right across. Okay, I'm gonna get a slightly longer network cable. Plug in my power again. And here, network's gonna go through. There we go. Now I got plenty of length on that network cable. Now the HDMI can plug in back here, and I'm actually kind of hoping these cables hold it in place a little bit. I'll still zip tie it, but let's see. Wait, where's this going? Oh, this is the PD power cable for the IOTA, so it has to plug into the. I have a UPS board on the IOTA itself. Oh, do I have another 90 degree? I do. Let's see if this fits. Okay, wait. No. I don't want to have to take off the lid. There we go. Okay. Oh, that's not going to work. It's like right where the hinge is for the monitor. Because I bolted this arm that I 3D printed for this monitor on here just to hold the monitor to the top. I don't think that's gonna fit. Oh, no, it did. Okay, wait, we can zip tie this out of the way. Let's see. Okay, so that's gonna go that way. Let's see if this turns on. Is the router on? Router's on. Now I get more easier access to the power as well. Oh, okay, it just turned on. Oh, this doesn't have power yet. The monitor doesn't. Which is an easy thing to solve as soon as I find a cable that is the right length. This one should work. Oh. Do I need a USB-C? We'll see. I was powering the monitor directly from the IOTA power USB. I was doing that from my other one. I don't know if I need to do that anymore. Let's see if this works. Because it can power from USB, but my other battery didn't have enough ports. So let's see if this turned on. You should hopefully see a Telos screen in just a second if this works. Oh, there we go. Wait. Oh, yeah, it works. It's upside down, but it works because I flipped it. Rotation. There we go. Sweet. So the IOTA's connected. Let me get my. Oh, Taylor, I just saw your text. Actually, what room am I in? I don't know what room I'm in. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so I need to turn on my hotspot. This should. I have to somehow make. I don't remember how to access the router if it's not on my hotspot right now. I probably have to plug in. I'll have to plug in a minute. But I should have network. Do I have an IP address on this? Oh, that's still backwards. What? That's not the right orientation. It is flipped again. Where's the menu? That's correct. There we go. Okay, so now when that time's out, and I have a 192.168.10, which is the correct IP address from the router. So the next step is going to be the box on top. And this is going to go through here just to get that cable out of the way. I don't really like this hanging off the back end, but I'm going to zip tie it down. I got a bunch of Velcro just to try to keep it. Let's just go ahead and get this going. I want to just like strap this down so that it doesn't come off or slide around. Ooh, I hit the fan of the iota. That's probably not what I want to do. Let's see if this will reach. I don't think that'll reach. We'll see. Move this forward just a little bit. Oh, it will. Okay. It's not going to hold it down super tight, but oh, what hardware do I have? So I'm actually working on a blog post right now. I'll post it after I go around with this for a day. But yeah, the main hardware is the Spark on top. It's doing all the AI work in the cluster. And the only other thing in here is there's a Latte Panda IOTA right here. That's what's driving the monitor right here. That's running the Kubernetes control plane. And then this is just a worker node that it's just sending jobs to. So it's just the two nodes in the cluster, and then it uses ngrok to like route traffic externally in. I need to find my water. Okay. Put water over there, away from the electronics maybe. So now let's plug in the Spark. Let's see if this network reaches. On the back end here, it gets pretty tight, and it's like hanging over the back. The Spark is? Yeah, there we go. So I got my network feeds in there just fine. Now I'm just going to, the plan was just to like throw this brick back here with a bunch of the cables. It has, it's meant to be a desktop. It has way too long of a cable to route to the back, or to like route in this tiny of a space. But I'm just gonna like run it the best I can. So I got the power in the front. Okay. Route that through here. And yeah, I'll just like bundle this up when I put it in the backpack. It's the goal. And this thing, all I need is the network and the power, because it doesn't have a video on it. Everything else, once it's on the switch, has a static IP address, so it should be able to get that. I think that's it. Okay. Let's power it on and see. I still need to be, let me get my laptop, because then I can connect to the Wi-Fi of the travel router. And then I can configure it for sure, because I'll be local to the network. All right. Let's see. Because I need it to join my phone. Because when I'm walking around, I'm just going to be on my phone Wi-Fi. Just to make it easy. I'm not going to deal with the conference Wi-Fi. It's not going to do. It doesn't do that much traffic back and forth. It's just like sending a picture, basically. The web page is pretty small, and yeah, this is looking like it's going to fit in the backpack. I didn't, measure it all before, so we'll see. Let's just get this power a little bit out of the way. Is there space on that side? No, not really. Man, this is like the perfect fit with that battery in there. I want it to go like here. If I could zip tie the whole thing there, that would be perfect. Wait, hold up. My laptop just turned on. I'm so used to having an iPad, I keep wanting to touch the screen. Okay, so let's find Wi-Fi. Oh, it joined automatically. Yay. No, this is 10.1. Okay. Which Wi-Fi did it join? It looks like it's on my phone. Oh, it did join. So wait, do I already have access to the... It's not working. At least it's not, the ngrok portion of it's not, the job may not be running. Let me get Kubernetes access and we'll see. Nope. Clusters, okay. Omni sees the nodes. So it probably just needs, that's good. So Wi-Fi worked. Wi-Fi's up. The Spark doesn't have a light to tell me if it's on or not, so I never know if it's on. It's just like, oh, it's not on. That's why. Because I have this turned off. Oh, there's a separate power button for it. Oh, it has a fan. Just looked up the Latte Panda. Yeah, so full disclosure, Latte Panda, I reached out to them to ask them if I could review the IOTA because it looked like a really cool device, and I wanted to see like what it could do. Not only is it an N100 series or N150 CPU, it has a full UEFI for the BIOS, so I don't need to worry about like Talos compatibility. Has Linux drivers, so they sent me a kit with like all the accessories for it. That's where I got the there's a UPS card, there's an NVMe card, and there's an active cooler all on it. So all in, like this is the 8 gig board. It's probably $160 or so, 100 and somewhere in there. So it's like it's just below the price of like a normal mini PC, which is usually more can do more, but it's like above Raspberry Pi, right? So it's like somewhere in the middle ground there. I love that it's Intel though, because it just makes I don't have to worry about a bunch of stuff. Okay, so I don't know if I turn this on or off. Okay, that's on. One downside of this battery, my other battery would tell me how much the current draw is. It would actually show like, hey, you're drawing however many watts. This one doesn't, and so I don't know how much power it's going to use. All I get is a little gauge of like this much battery and this four bars. So we'll see. I don't think it's on. It's very hard to tell. With all these other things in here, it's very hard to tell. Okay, but what I do want to do is I would like to extend these antennae if I can, or at least stick one of them out. All right. if I can lift this whole thing into the backpack, that would be ideal. Just have the whole thing like zip tied together enough that it's pretty stable. So let's go around this battery pack. I'm running out of my long ones, but thankfully Velcro can stick more together. Yeah, exactly. The iota is like 8 watts or something like that at idle. It's almost nothing. The spark is almost 50 watts just sitting at idle. I was measuring that one before I left. I was like, oh, I'm gonna need a big battery. My goal is to get about 2 hours of battery life on this thing. If I can get 2 hours and then just go back and like recharge it at a booth, then I think it's pretty good. Okay, that reaches that far. I'll get another Velcro strip. See if I can't get the battery or the power brick to stay up. Okay. Yes, perfect. So, yeah, I think the battery pack has like 60,000 milliamp battery or milliwatt hours, whatever it is. So it's a big pack. The one I have at home is 80,000, but it's also a little old. And so the 80,000 one, I don't know if I trust that I'm like getting full capacity out of that thing anymore. So I wouldn't be too surprised if this battery outperforms that one, but we won't know until we just try it. I'm just going to try to run it and see how long it runs, especially under load, because people are going to have to. 50 watts, like I don't. As soon as the B10 like GPU starts doing any sort of jobs, I haven't measured the actual usage while it's under load. Thankfully, the workflow I have planned for the image to image stuff only takes about 20 seconds per image. So if it's not being used, it should be idle most of the time. Okay, let's see here. I'm just trying to get these wires as in place as possible. And let's just put Velcro around them just to hold them there. Just something that they kind of stay in place. Okay, so I think it's on. Man, that's a lot of heat though. Because I think I'm blocking the vent for the. Oh no, there's a fan on the side. So maybe that's where the main vent is. So I can take this whole thing now, and it's not plugged into anything. It's portable. We can try to lift that directly into the backpack. Right? I think we're good. Oh, do I want to strap this down? Because that's just going to slide around if it's on my back. Okay, let me see if I can get this. Oh, if I do that, I got to unplug I got to move the spark. Yeah, I saw the John Cormack thread. He seemed pretty mad about that, especially because, and rightfully so. I mean, they claimed it would take draw 400 watts. The power brick they send with it is only 240, so it's not going to happen with what they claim. The nice thing about that though is my power supply says it can do 250 watts, sustained. It'll do up to 400 maxed out, but it will only do it'll do 250 sustained just normally. So I think I'm okay with it, not drawing the full 400 watts. But I am more interested in the AMD chips now that I saw that thread and saw AMD like, hey, why don't you go try the 395? Okay, if I move this iota up to the top, I think I can Velcro it the roof here. The active cooler is on the top. The batteries are on the bottom. I don't think I want to run. I could flip it over. I'm debating if I want to flip the iota so the fan's on the bottom, because if it's off the battery, it'd have more air. But I'm also worried that like the Velcro would start sagging and it's just going to land on the battery. So I think I'm just going to strap it to the top. Are these? Oops. These are the longest ones I got still. And is this router's probably not going anywhere. No, it's pretty stable in there. So if I pick this up and go underneath, it's a bit of a pain because of all the expansion boards on it. Because you're supposed to put the NVMe board like on top of the main board, but it doesn't fit with the UPS. So I like put it off to the side. So it made it extra wide. Oh geez, I need something to get in there and reach that. Here. How am I going to do that? I think I can go, there's little holes in the top here. I might be able to send this through one of the holes. Because that's about, like, it's right in the middle is where the board stops, kind of. And so I just want to get from there over to the other side without having to take this whole thing apart again. Yeah, it's feeding through just a little bit by bit. Okay, now I gotta pick up the board and feed it the rest of the way through without it Velcroing to everything it touches. Oh, the NVMe board. Come on. Okay, it's almost through. Yes. Okay. Perfect. So I got just enough on this side. I can get a little bit of it here, and I have it on top. So if I pick the right length, I'll be able to just strap that down. It shouldn't interfere with the spark. I was going to bring zip ties for all this, and then I realized I was like, oh, I can't reuse zip ties. Like, I have to just, like, if I mess up, I have to cut it all. And I didn't really want to do that, so. Hey, man, I got the Chargers and Steelers on right now, too. But, yeah, you're right. It's not very interesting. I mean, I'm happy for the Chargers to win. I'm from LA, so we're good. Okay, so now this goes back up. Oh, that needs to be tighter. That definitely needs to be tighter. So I kind of want to pick it up. Oh, come on. I can't because it keeps Velcroing to itself. There we go. Stay. Now it's just barely hovering. You can't see it, but the iota is like just hovering off the battery. And so it's straddled in this Velcro, and it's held in place mostly by the power network on the front and the HDMI on the back. So they're kind of like stopping it from going anywhere. It can't go too far either direction because the cable on the other side is going to stop it. Okay. So let's get the spark back lined up. I actually wonder if I could just move it all the way forward. That works. Oh, jeez. Wait, this is backwards. You need to flip the Velcro. It's like, why is it not sticking? Oh. There we go. There. So, there's the monitor. Oh, if it sits down, that's perfect. Okay. Whole thing's powered. Whole thing's on battery right now. I have no idea if any of the services are running on it yet. We'll solve that problem once I get it all the way in the backpack. I also have fans in the backpack that will use the last two USB here. So let's slide this around. Actually, let me get a battery pack for my phone, because my phone's about to die. So I was traveling with that all day. Okay. Phone has power now, so I don't have to worry about that. Network cables, get out of here. Velcro, get out of here. I got some glue and some tape. the last I'm gonna need. All right, so let's here. I got this sign. I gotta get the mat down on the bottom and get this USB out of the way. All right, we're just gonna lift the whole thing in and see what happens. Like I said, I have the fans on either side of the backpack, so once I get it in, I can plug in the fans. Oh boy, that is pretty heavy. Oh, look at that. Oh, that power brick is fit. Okay. Oh, so yeah, the cable in the front's too wide with the... Oh, you know what I did bring? Didn't I bring a... Shoot. I have a pigtail power adapter that I was gonna bring and I didn't. So I can't use the remote power. So if I have to unplug it, I'm gonna have to like fully rip it out here. Let's see. Okay. All right. Let's get these fans going just so we don't overheat anything. The fans on this side actually have lights and a little like speed control on it because it was just an old PCI slot adapter I had. Oh, I need 3 USB. That's why. Oh, shoot. Wait, I know. I can plug this fan into the back of or the front of the IOTA. Yeah, I'll do that. So I have, wait, is this the fan? What is this? Yeah, that's one of the fans. Because I forgot the LED sign also takes USB to power. The spark is AC to DC. The spark still needs an actual power brick. Oh, geez, now how do I get back to that? IOTA would have to take the whole thing apart. I could plug it on the back of the Spark, but I have to get a USB-C adapter, which I have. That'd be easier because it's not underneath the setup, but it puts it really close. This cable's now way too long for the back, I think. Yeah, that's not going to work. I can't fit that in there with the adapter. So I got to find the IOTA power for USB. Where is it? There it is. But now I got to find the orientation of this USB-A port upside down while I'm looking through this little vent. This might be impossible, folks. I can barely see it. Whichever orientation I have right now is definitely not the way. But I know if I flip it, it's also not going to be the right way. Oh, come on. Am I doing the right thing? Where's the USB? I would like to get as much airflow as possible into this thing. And so both the fans on either side suck in air from the outside and blow it in. And it's meant to, I mean, this backpack is meant to have a cat in it. So it should keep a cat alive. Oh, jeez, I cannot see it. I need a flashlight. Ow, now I'm stuck. Oh, geez. Okay. Okay, let's see. Now I can see. Yep, I definitely had the USB in the wrong orientation. Don't worry. Okay. Okay. There we go. That's plugged in. That fan barely it's like the softest fan in the world. It's like a 3-wire fan too, so I'm sure there's some way to short it out and make it blow harder. But I did not do that. Okay. So let's see. So with it closed, you can see that right above. There you go. Yeah, so it is a 240 watt AC. I'm reading it is USB-C for the power. It will do the power brick is 240. The power delivery on the battery pack is only, I think, 40 watt. So the strongest USB-C from the battery pack won't power it. So either way, I need an AC adapter. I could not find any battery power bank that was small enough to fit in this backpack that had anything above, like, I didn't find anything that even had like 100 watt USB-C power delivery on it. So almost all of them they're like power delivery at like 30, 40 watts. It was really pathetic. But yeah, I agree. If I could have kept it all DC, it would have been nice. But I did not figure out a way to do that because I did not find something that also fit in this backpack. There are some really big power banks out there that will do more power, but they're like, they have wheels. You're carrying that behind you, not sticking it in the backpack. Okay, so we sign. Oh, there we go. That's the last power USB, and now the sign works. I'm going to tape the sign right to the front here, so it's kind of like facing up. You see the spark in there. You see the monitor, and like everything else is mostly hidden. The things I want you to see should be right at the front. And I also ran the sign has this like control to like turn it off and on. I ran that to the outside here. I originally was going to run this thing so I could turn on and off the spark on the outside, but I didn't bring extension cords for that because that was the goal, actually, to plug in the power brick up, or the power like remote up here, and then have it go back in to plug into the spark. Let's zip it all up and see. Okay, that's actually pretty sweet. Like I was afraid the monitor would like droop down, but it's so tight in there. Let's try putting it on. Yeah, but how much the anchors? Some of the anchors will, but the banks are usually like 20,000, right? Like, I don't know how long that would run the spark for. This thing is 60,000, and then the one I have at home was 80,000, and the one at home would run it for, I don't know. I didn't run it under load, so I still have no idea. Okay, let's put this thing on and see if everything falls over. This fan on this side only has like a little bit of mesh, so there's no like gate to protect me. Oh, jeez. I mean, it's a heavy backpack, but it's not like absurd. Oh, I gotta move this chair. There you go. So that's it. That's the idea. And I mean, I don't know if the workloads aren't currently working, but I got the lights on this side. And I have the top strap here. This should help reduce the load. I should weigh it. Oh yeah, no, I can walk around with this. This isn't a problem. But that's the whole thing. It all fit. It's like magic. All right, let's see. I gotta take it off as gently as possible because again, I don't necessarily trust that it's not gonna fall over. Okay. I mean, I guess you'd be pretty careful if your cat was in here too. Okay. There's that. So, I keep hitting myself on this fan on that side. So, I want to put this to the front. I don't know if that's going to stick on such a curve. I'll probably have to move it a little bit down. It came with this like crazy adhesive tape that literally has a warning on it and says like, this has a bad smell, but it's not toxic. Don't worry. And like, you know, I believe it. So I got to tape that on. And then I have this QR code. I don't know if I should put them on the side. I don't want to block the whole front. Or I could probably put it, no, because then that gets real curved. I don't know where to put the QR codes. I got to put those somewhere. Because that's how people are going to use it. Oh, shoot. Will security let me in? They let laptops in. This is basically just like a really powerful laptop. It's fancy. Okay. I could also put it at the bottom, but that's not as cool. I think it needs to be at the top. The LED sign's super nice too because I program it from my phone. So it just has Bluetooth app that you program whatever you want it to say. See, this warning on this is this adhesive has a strong adhesion. Choose optimal position before you paste and try to avoid repeating pasting. The smell of the adhesive tape is environmentally friendly and non-toxic. It will disappear through pasting. I'm going to turn on my room. Turn up the fan. There. High fan just to circulate air. Oh man, it's the fourth. Yeah, no. Pittsburgh lost that game. It's all good. Okay. Ooh, this is sticky. So if I put it, I think I want it like, wait, let me turn it off. There. It's not flashy in my face. See, it does get warm in here. It's not bad though. It got, like, once it's being used, it got really warm. I think if I just put 2 strips on the sides and then stick it up here, hopefully that works. Fingers crossed. Let's see. Oh man, that is so sticky. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. This unplugs. Hold on. That's how I got it in there. There we go. It's easier. I feel like I should clean this off. It's probably fine. Probably fine. Okay. Oh, do I need scissors? Did I bring scissors? I don't think I have scissors. Probably don't want to like put this in my mouth to break it. Oh, see how that's not ideal. No, that's not very good. I need some way to cut it. Do I have anything remotely sharp? No, because I was just on a plane. Oh, you know what? Dude, Fingernail clippers for the win. Oh, it's stuck to the table. Oh man, that is sticky. It was on there pretty good. Okay, this will work. So you need about this long. This is awkward to cut. We're making it work. I just realized the whole like Instagram feed. Oh, people did join there. No, what? I don't know what happened to it. Oh no, there it goes. Oh man, the quality on Instagram is garbage. Did that cut video when I switched tabs? I think it probably did, because it's an iPad and there's no way to have video showing on a tab that you're not viewing. Okay, come on. I don't want to lay it down on the table again because it may not get it off. Okay, we will see if this is sticky enough with just two little strips, because I don't like if I put it on the top and bottom, it blocks the lights. Wow. Okay, now I can't peel it. It did cut video. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, good to know. I don't know how to fix that, so like I can't ever view. StreamYard sends it to Instagram, but they don't. I can't see the Instagram comments. All I see is YouTube and LinkedIn. It doesn't really matter. Like Instagram doesn't keep videos anyway. It's not like, I don't know if TikTok didn't either though, I guess. So only YouTube. Actually, YouTube doesn't keep vertical live streams, I guess. So this would only stay live on YouTube or stay available after the live stream. I can't figure out how to get this like top piece off of this stuff. It's so sticky. And I don't have long enough nails to separate it. That's going to be a problem. Oh, here we go. I got one corner going. I don't want to peel it off from the actual thing. Come on. There we go. Okay, one side. Come on. You can hear the cluster just like humming away. I don't know which fans are the ones I'm listening to. I should probably have some monitor to make sure that it doesn't overheat in there. Come on, there it goes. Aha. Okay. I don't remember which orientation it is, but it doesn't matter. I need it to be this way. I can rotate the display. From the app. Okay. Squeeze that on, and then squeeze this side on. Looks pretty solid. Okay, then we can plug that back in. Somehow, these are really tight, and they're keyed in a like not great way because it's like flat on one side, but the rubber is kind of flexible still. What am I using to string everything on? I'm using StreamYard. StreamYard recently had the ability to hit the fan again. Recently had the ability to do vertical video and horizontal video at the same time, which is awesome. Might be like a year too late. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people don't do vertical streaming anymore, at least not in what I used to do. So, and I don't think LinkedIn does vertical streaming. I think they only do horizontal. YouTube does both, which is cool because StreamYard can do both at the same time. Like I have apparently, I don't know, I haven't looked at it myself. But if you go on YouTube, you should see it as like a main video stream, but you also can find it in YouTube Shorts. Okay. I have this Kubernetes like clear logo, which I was gonna put somewhere. I don't know. I don't want to block the Spark, obviously, because it's cool screen. I don't want to block in that, so I might just leave it off and then figure out how to put these QR codes on the side. I need to see if I can scan them. Oh yeah, that's fine. They're big enough that. Come on. Yeah. If I put them on either side of the Spark, then people can see them on either side and should be able to scan it and get access to the app. And then I was going to put like a Talos Linux stickers underneath. And that's like the whole thing. Now I need to figure out, I can figure out how the app, if it's working or not after the fact. Actually, I think it's definitely not because the Spark's off right now because I did not push the power button. Oh no, it's on. That's on. I don't know if the Spark's running. Let me check. The only way I know to check is to look at the router and see if it has active clients. That's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, it said it's on, but the app is down. Why would the app be down? Oh, I know why the app's down. I have to redeploy it. The front end. The back end probably is still working. I can double check that. I gotta get to Tailscale and yeah, okay. I can SSH into the Spark, no problem. So yeah, it's running. I just need to redeploy the app, and then we should be all set. So yeah, I'll tape on. Wow, that the whole thing fit. And so far, how long we've been streaming? We've streamed for about an hour. It's probably been running like fully in here for what, 10, 15 minutes. The battery still shows all full charge. I'm gonna let it run and see how long but I don't know how long it's gonna take to recharge. And that's actually my last question. How am I gonna recharge it? I think the DC power is on the front. So I should be able to just open up the front flap, plug, here you go, this into it. And then charge it back at a booth or something like that. So I can just run this through the front without needing to take the whole thing out. I was gonna like run the power brick before I put it all in there. I didn't really want to carry the brick in the backpack the whole time. It's not that, it's a pretty small. It's actually really small. What is this? It's only 45 watt. So yeah, it's it's probably going to take a while to recharge. It'll probably take a few hours if I need to fully recharge it. But the idea was to walk around for an hour or two with it running, and then come back and charge it for an hour or two. I don't think I won't be able to run the cluster while it's recharging. At least not the computers. I can probably run like the fans or the lights, but that's about it. So, wait, where's my tape? I had tape, didn't I? Oh, that's still on my bag. I put that in after the fact. Yeah. Okay. So I'll be able to tape these on either side, put a couple stickers, and we're good. So thanks everyone for coming, watching, hanging out. And if you're at Kubecon, obviously come by, find me, find the cluster, say hi, and I'll get the workloads redeployed tonight. So thanks. How do I end this now? Oh, there it is.